Hey, it's Skelemystyk. Welcome back to part 2 of the 69 plot indoor couch potato garden that's tended with a single spell. In the last video I showed you the materials you're going to need, talked about some disclaimers that was going to happen here about how tough this is going to be. I might have talked some of you out of it in the first episode. Hopefully not. I want to get back to it in this episode, and we're going to start doing some building of this bed. Alright, let's go ahead and get to it. By the time you stack 6 of those up, which is what you're going to have to do is 6 layers in this bed, it will be too high, and that top layer won't be able to be tended. It just won't work. Okay, it just won't work that way. So, as much as I hate to do it, and much as I hate to say it, the final answer, best choice for doing this indoor garden is going to be the flat braided runestone. You're just, unless you guys can show me a better way, this is the best way I know, and to put it bluntly, you're going to have to suck it up and get yourself a flat braided runestone or two. You're going to have to. Because this is... Let me get that cleared out of there. This is the best object for doing the indoor couch potato garden. Outdoors, you can work with that other stuff if you like, but indoors, that's the best object. Alright, so... now that we've got all the pieces talked about and all the what you can do and what you can't do is out of the way, let's talk about building this garden and why this works. Every video that I have seen so far about any kind, not just couch potatoes, but any kind of glitch seed bed gardening, always starts the plots or the beds at ground level and works up. Every one of them. Now, I don't know why, but in Glitch, you can place an object under a higher object with no problem, whereas you can't necessarily place an object higher than another object. Sometimes it just won't place. Either the plot won't place, or the seed won't place once you actually do get a plot in there, or there's some hitch that keeps you from building a couch potato garden from the ground up. What you have to do is start at the top level and work down. That is the key to making this garden work. Not only that, but you can't, as close as these plots are together, you can't place one plot center circle directly over another plot center circle. In other words, what I mean by that is this. Let's go ahead and throw something together here real quick, and you'll see what I mean. I don't know if I have any breadfruit seeds, and if I don't, I'll come back and get some. Let's put this together in its basic form, and I'll show you what I mean by this. And this is why we have 6 of these crates, because you need 6 to make that purple rug sit. The purple rug will not sit on 5 of them. Neither will the blue trim rug, actually. All right. So we place that. We get that up there, and you want to grab the crate that's right there, that's underneath both the runestone and the carpet. If you grab one back here, it'll pick up the rug, but it'll leave the runestone there. So you want to pick up that one right there, just like that. So just for the sake of demonstration here, I'm going to stack this up to about 2 or let's do 2. And I'll put that there just for a minute. And you'll see what I mean. Let's go to gardening. Let's go to the large soil. Oh, oops. Oops, dingy. You forgot to put your flat one down. There. Okay. Now you can put your plot. Okay, so I put my large plot down. And by the way, these plots will not place on the floor indoors. They will not. They will not place on a rug indoors. They need some kind of an object like this. All right, so I will place this one right over top of that one. Just where that should be just exactly over. And we'll get that lined up. Go ahead and place your runestone and then take a quick peek underneath there. Make sure all the circles are lined up. Go this way. And I'm just, for the purposes of this video, like I said, this is just a demonstration part of this. Isn't the actual bed. I'm just trying to show you what will happen if that's not lined up in that direction. It's got to go over to the left. One more click. You'll find yourself doing this a lot whenever you build these beds. Okay, that looks like it lines up there and lines up there. Good. So I should have 2 plots on top of each other here. Put that up there, put that up there. I'll see if I happen to have a couple of large seeds in my seed vault over there instead of going to links to go to the bazaar to get them. Alright, so we've got 2 plots that lined up just fine. They look like they're separated far enough. But, let me grab a couple of seeds here real quick. And this is why you want test seeds. Because you'll be rolling along and you'll think you'll have the garden plot set up just the way you want it. And just the way it's supposed to be. And you'll be able to place that first seed, no problem. But, this being a large plot, you will not be able to place the next seed on top of it. You will not. It will not work this way. And the reason for that is the center of these 2 plots where the plant goes is directly in line. And for whatever reason, Glitch can't have that. To actually make this work, if it was set up this way, this plot would have to be at least another box or 2 higher. And if you're doing that, you're getting your plot too high, and it's not going to work for you. You're not going to be able to tend it with one spell. So let's go ahead and plow this snapdragon. And while that's plowing, I'm going to go grab that other snapdragon seed to show you what I'm talking about here. Alright, so that's the reason you can't put plots directly over each other just like that and make it work. What you have to do, we'll plow out that plot. And I know I'm going through like a long rigmarole here to explain what we're doing and why we're doing it. But again, this bed, once you start building it, is incredibly complex to get all of the beds or all the plots just in the right spot. And if you don't, well, it won't work. Okay, that's one click off, just like that. So we're going to go ahead and make our plot. Oops, wrong one. And it still works just fine. Okay, X that off. And move this. There we go. Now with these 2 offset like that, you see, just like before, it's the same height as it was before. Now, I meant to line these up directly, but apparently I missed it and went a little bit to the right. But here's the point of the whole thing. The point is that if you have them even 1 space offset, even though that they were the same height as before, you'll now be able to plant both plants. These plots can be very, very close to each other, so long as no center of a plot is directly over the center of another plot. That is the key to making this work. That and building from the top down. Okay, that's how you can make this garden work. Let me go ahead and plow these, get them out of the way, because we're going to get started on this whole thing here in just a moment. So I get all this plowed away. All right. Now I think I've talked about everything that you need to know and everything that you need to avoid. Let's go ahead and get started building up this plot. The first thing that you're going to need to do, take your flat runestone with the vegetable crates. And you're going to go 5 high. Because that's the absolute, let me place that so you can see how high that is based on me. As you can see, that is not even as high as the top of my hat. That's the gauge that I use to tell if a garden is too high or not. You might even be able to go like 1 higher. I've got so much extra room there. But you're not going to need to for the sake of this. You're not, because you're going to have 69 plots anyway. All right. Let's go ahead and place this up, and you're going to see what it is we're doing. Now the first and top layer that you're gonna have here is gonna be a 3x3, but it's not gonna be a square 3x3 grid. It's gonna be a little bit off center, and for a good reason. Let's go ahead and put this up there now. And another one of the drawbacks to this is you're going to be moving this setup a lot. You really will. A lot. Just to get all this stuff to work. Okay, you're going to go like just about like that. You're going to go basically, let me close this out so you can see it. You're going to go basically a half a plot forward on the outside 2 plots. Just like that. About half a plot forward is about what it is. Let me turn. I'm trying to turn so you guys can see as much of this as possible. It's just about half a plot forward. You're going to do that on the right side. Close that out. And you're going to do that same thing on this side. Just about this. Let me close that out. Same distance away. So the right and left plots are equal. They're in line. But the middle one is a little bit offset. And there is a good reason for this. And I will be showing you that a little bit here down the line. Go ahead and make that there. Cancel that out. Alright. Alright guys, we have got this started, and I do think I'm running a little bit long a time here. I want to make these segments about 10-15 minutes a piece and not run the hour and a half that it's going to take to actually do this thing for you. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this up into segments. That way you can watch each part of it as you want. You can examine things as you go. You can experiment. Maybe you can find something else that I didn't know about. That'd be great. I'd like it if you made this a little bit easier. Alright guys, so I'm going to cut this up for now. And I will see you in the next episode of this, and we will get the first layers laid down so you can see what's going on. Guys, I hope this really helps you out as much as it helped me out. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, a good hard smash, as well as subscribe and share, and yell my name to the heavens, because I would love to see more of you around here. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace! Hey, what's up, you're Skelemystyk. Welcome back to part 3 of the 69 plot indoor couch potato garden that you can treat with a single spell on the ground. In the last video we started the layers up, and I took the liberty of taking a few minutes off camera to put the next layer in, or the next row in below